So not many people know this or care to know this, and it's easily and often dismissed just because of how everything went down. But the truth is still the truth, even if no one believes it. I just need to make sure I stay grounded in my truth. But I was just watching this video, and it's so funny because we live in such a vain time period anyway. I mean, we're all a little bit of a victim of it. But I've had my own experience with a narcissist who really did change the course of my life. I know that feels like giving that person too much credit, but it really did in a way. And I'm sure there's some sick satisfaction in that. I doubt they feel guilty about it. But although I blocked this person on all the platforms that I know about in my phone, Instagram, Facebook, but because of everything that happened, I just don't even go on social media half of the time anymore. And I hate giving this person this much power. It's just I'm really sensitive about my energy because I know that was something that this person also was attracted to. And I realized it's not just that person. I give a lot of that energy to a lot of people, and I wasn't pouring into myself enough. So when I gave so much away, it left me really depleted and depressed. And I can't do that anymore. I have to make sure I have enough for myself. But outside of blocking that person, at the time when I didn't know that I was dealing with the narcissist, and we were chatting and things like that, and I would screenshot little things and send it back because I thought they were sweet at the moment, or I use it to reference later on. I guess I never really thought about it that deeply. It was just something I did because we had been talking for so long. Sometimes you want to reference something that happened 4 months ago, and then I have a really good memory, so a lot of things just stick. And so if I'm trying to bring something up, and it's not necessarily to I just want to reference, this is why, this was said, and that's why I'm speaking on it now. And look, here is the time it was brought up in conversation to, I still have those conversations because when everything blew up and they ran off to go and diminish my character and create their own narrative to save their own cowardly behind, I don't even argue with people about what happened. And I realize people, you want to believe what you want to believe. And I understand that. And it's part of some people's own security that they need. It's easier to believe that than to believe, that the person who came back or who said, I want to work this out and be with you and stuff like that. And I only did it because of what she did. It's easier to believe that than to believe this person intentionally instigated themselves into my life to get something out of it. And then when it blew up and they couldn't follow through or back it up, that they ran away and whatever. The point is, I hate that I have these conversations because I hate reading the manipulation back now. So I don't read it, but I have it. And I hate how soft and naive and in love I was with this person, believing every word I said and honestly believing every word he said. But I have those conversations as a form of proof to myself of what happened, because it was crazy. It doesn't always make sense. It was fucked up, and it is manipulation. And you need stuff like that when you deal with a narcissist. So if that's the case, then if that's what you got to do, it's what you got to do. And I don't know if that was some sort of subconscious thing where before I even knew what I needed to do, I was already doing it. I remember even making a joke because this person seems very peacockish and they're all about what other people think and how they look. It's very I don't find it attractive. It's just, I don't maneuver like that. I appreciate good looking people, but I'm more, it's who you are that makes me attracted to you, you know? So and I realized how ugly he was, and he became this ugly person. And the part that hurts now is because the heartbreak I feel now is for the love that I had that was there, that was real, and that was ruined because it could have gone to the right person, someone who wasn't that way. I mourn the loss of that sweet, naive part of myself. I don't talk about this stuff. I haven't in a while. I was just watching a video on narcissism, and that's why it just triggered all of this. I didn't even intend to cry. So I haven't really looked at those messages, but what I was listening to made me remember that I have them stored away somewhere. And even though I don't say anything to anybody, only a very tiny, like 1 or 2 people, including my therapist, knows what the hell happened. All of it. I keep them. Because everything that happened to me, as crazy as it was, that this cowardly grown man did, really happened. And it's hard to believe that people exist like this out there, because I'm a little skeptical of people, but I still believe in the good of people a lot. And he took away a lot of that. And that part makes me angry. But you can blame people for what happened to you, but I say this: you are responsible for your own healing. And so not only am I dealing with that in therapy, I'm dealing with childhood wounds, issues with my parents, my mom, my stepfather, my biological father, relationships I had to determine whether they were actually real friendships or they were just dependent on what I could give or do for the other person. Or was it codependency, feeding some sick part of myself because I didn't want to be well? Anywho, this is a completely random video. It took a turn I didn't expect. And I really don't know what the lesson here was. But it's not always a lesson. It's just something that happened to me. Sometimes I think about sharing my story more, at least on this platform. I wouldn't reference names, but if that person follows me or peeps in, or anyone who does know me sees it, they would know. But I know I was good to a lot of people, so as much as it hurt, I was able to walk away. They say when a relationship ends, you'll notice the person that was loyal and the most healthy is the one who takes the time to heal and get better. And the person who was toxic or manipulative and disloyal jumps right back into a new relationship or an old relationship. I found that to be quite true, actually. I want to keep improving. Every relationship should be better. Every lesson with myself should be a better one. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. It's completely random. I have a full week, and I'm sure I'll have more. I actually have more shenanigans I'm going to be uploading later. And I love you guys. I hope you have a great day. I hate Tuesday. I mean, we're here. I'm going to get a coffee, but, you know, we're all just existing and forced to go on because the government says we have to, you know, pay bills or something, I guess. So, all right, dears. We'll talk later. This has been 10 minutes of ridiculousness. it's unnecessary. I hate being emotional, and I hate sharing my emotions, but for some reason I give them to you guys and hope that you hold them close and that they're safe here. Because if you had feelings and things you needed to talk about, I'd like to think that, even if I've always been the type of friend that I can't say I've been in every situation, but I'm a problem solver. So when you come to me, all right, this is what the situation is, and then what can we do about it, or what do you need from me? So I try to make sure I create a safe space for others. And at least on my channel, if you're going to be here, this is a safe space for me, and this will be a safe space for you. Have a safe Tuesday and make it the best day you can have, considering we're not even halfway through the week. Bye.